Shahrour's methodology. In order to answer some important questions about Islam, Dr. Shahrour used a specific methodology outlined in this video. 1. He identified 3 attributes of the Quranic text. 2. He employed al-tartil to arrange in good order. 3. He defined 3 parameters of any interpretation of the Qur'an in order to be valid. The 3 attributes of the Quranic text. The Quranic text is self-sufficient in terms of religious knowledge, leading to the ability for complete reliance on it alone, sola scriptura, and shifting the center back to the Qur'an. 2. No synonymy in the Qur'an. Just like every one of God's creation in and around us, the Book of God displays an astonishing precision, reflecting the majesty of its divine maker. In the Qur'an, every expression, word, or even letter refers to a very particular field of meaning. 3. No verses are rendered obsolete, because they were replaced with other verses, as commonly believed in traditional Islamic thinking. The Qur'an does not cancel itself out. It even warns that such a practice leads to a disappointment in this life. Quote, "Those who behave in this way shall reap disgrace in this world." End quote. Qur'an chapter 2, verse 85. Al-tartil, to arrange in good order. Al-tartil, from the verbal root R-T-L in Arabic. The thematic arrangement of the verses that contain the terms in question. Since subjects are very much mingled in the Qur'an, cross-referencing themes, words and verses are the key to unlock the Qur'anic concepts. The 3 parameters of understanding the Qur'an. Understanding the Qur'an must be compatible with the common moral ground of all human communities, or the universal ethical values that are intrinsic to human nature. Example, sincerity, honesty, no harm to self and others, etc. And it should enjoy universal validity and applicability to all societies from the Far East to the West. Truth. God says the truth. Comprehending the Qur'an should be consistent with cognitive understanding of reality that is deeply rooted in the most advanced discourse on nature, the cosmos, and human society. Mercy. Quote, "We have not sent you but a mercy to all the worlds." End quote. Qur'an chapter 21, verse 107. Humanity is the essence of mercy. Mercy is derived from the word womb in Arabic. Thus, Islam is an advocate of all that is human. Human rights, dignity, progress, benefits, safety, and health are all at the core of message of the Qur'an. Final note. Since this methodology is rooted in the Qur'an, applying it would not change the fundamentals of religion, as it is often feared. It would only change our perception and thus our implementation of religion based on our current knowledge tools in contemporary reality, just like the following example. Blood. Blood has not changed since the dawn of humanity. It is that red liquid that gives life. In the last 200 years or so, now we look at blood as a carrier of hundreds of factors and millions of cells of different types, and it is an indicator of health or sickness. Rituals. Rituals, the connection between human beings and God, are firmly fixed and unchangeable. They have been learned by being passed down from generation to generation, and not through books. New realities. So while the fundamentals of Islam don't change, the nuances of religion do, and should change, to adapt to realities on the ground. Humanity has progressed and moved away from what was the norm in the past, such as absolute monarchies, stronger kingdoms invading weaker ones, slavery, polygamy, monopoly of science and religion, and dogmatism, etc. The Qur'an endorses that progress. Why now? Why a change now after 1400 years? Humanity progress. God has enabled humanity in the last 200 years to witness an exponential change that surpassed the last 1200 years of all human progress in terms of technology, lifestyle, work, production, etc. This change is because people were willing to break away from the norm and ask, why not? Not being content, staying in the past. By applying this methodology, Dr. Shahroor was able to reach remarkable outcomes, summarized in the next video.